another group of fucking people that don't belong in the goddamn wrestling business. Did you see, and I don't really know a lot of details, but the gist of it, because I've just read this, as we say, maybe something else has happened. And you got to tell me your breaking news about Omarosa. We haven't even talked about that in a second, but after I tell my breaking news, because we're taping ahead of time, apparently somebody has just said now that they're asking, or the WWE is investigating Randy Orton. The headline on the internet or whatever was Randy Orton being investigated for improperly touching himself. And what the fuck? And I click on apparently what he was doing. It's a variation on an old rib, but what he would do is when he would meet one of the new writers, they'd set it up, I guess, as a rib where, they bring the writer to him or whatever. As soon as the writer's walking up, he fucking pulls his dick out. He's got his hand around his dick, and then without putting his dick back in, he reaches out to shake the guy's hand like, hey, I'm Randy Orton, nice to meet you. Hey, what's the matter? You don't want to shake my hand? What are you, big dogging me? Wait till I tell Vince or whatever the fuck to see what the guy will do. And I guess that's a thing he did to the new writers. I don't know if he had cohorts helping set it up or whatever, but now somebody said that, so the WWE's investigating it, I guess, from however many years ago this happened. What the fuck? It's a variation on, a lot of times if a guy with especially a green young rookie or a referee or somebody that was going to be kind of fucking, nervous, Don Knotts-ish anyway, right? You'd bring him up to the booker, and the booker be standing there naked in the locker room and scratching deep in the crack of his ass, and oh, hey kid, how you doing? And what you got to shake the hand, right? Or whatever. Or if we got that far away from the wrestling business that this is somehow just not fucking funny, that's what fucking guys do. For heaven's sake, Dusty. When Dusty was a booker for Crockett Promotions, the second biggest wrestling company in the world. And for many years before this, his standard locker room outfit was his cowboy boots and nothing else. Maybe a towel and sometimes a hat, either the cowboy hat or a fucking baseball cap or whatever. The Fargo's rib, Jackie and Don Fargo. Jackie come in the fucking locker rooms and start naked saying, hey, anybody seen my toothbrush? I've lost my toothbrush. And he'd turn around and it'd be sticking out of his ass. Here's the thing, if Orton had really been doing this, because this is apparently hearsay on the internet, if he'd really been doing it, the first one that had gone for the handshake and gone past it and grabbed his fucking knob and squeezed as hard as he could, Vince would have made the head writer. I guarantee you Rip Rogers would have done that.
So your suggestion here is
that would have been the counter.
Is to grab his dick?
Yes, and squeeze it as hard as you can and watch his face. That would have been what in the days of the locker room of the territories, that would have been what somebody would have fucking done. I'm just telling you.
But we can't look at it as if they would have done it in the territory days, because it's a different world. This isn't the territory days. This is corporate wrestling, a corporate environment, a publicly traded company.
If you want to be in the fucking wrestling business and you're surprised when one of the boys fucks with you, then you don't need to be in the wrestling business. Your fucking feelings are too fucking fragile.
I have a question for you, and I never thought of this before. Do you think all those writers want to be in the wrestling business, or they just want a writing gig?
Well, that's the problem is a lot of times, especially in recent years, I guess it's a thing to put on your resume for a TV writer that you were with WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, or whatever on, whatever network. But so that's, yes, but that should be the immediate weed out. If you don't want to do this for the rest of your life, you got no business in it. Get the fuck out of my building, basically. I'm sorry.
That's a unique perspective.
Well, what the fuck? Goddamn it. That's why it's so passionless and emotionless and soulless and contrived and fucking choreographed and goddamn plopped out like a turd on a plate like it is, instead of it being real, because it's a bunch of fucking people that think they're going to get a writing credit or going to make, as Dusty said one time, meet the motion pictures and sitcoms. But the guys in the wrestling business were going to be making the meet the motion pictures and sitcoms about people being in the wrestling business. Anyway, it just gets my goat. It just chaps my ass. Just grinds my gears.
What year did they say it happened?
I don't even know. I don't know what the fuck, but apparently it was several years ago, but they're looking into this situation. I don't know, but it just fucking. But once again, wouldn't that be the first thing you think of? Well, I'll fucking, because that story would go everywhere instantly. He fucking squeezed Orton's dick. He got to be over his first day in the fucking door. Not because everybody hates Randy, but just because they got him. Like I said, if Vince heard that story, he'd have made him the head writer.
Why not just blow him then? You become a legend.
No. You said no. Because the whole idea is Randy's doing something to make you feel uncomfortable. What are you going to do about it? Well, if you blew Randy, it wouldn't really make him feel it might make him feel uncomfortable, but it would be more pleasurable than if you grabbed his fucking crank and yanked it. Yanked it like you were trying to pull the fucking ripcord on the parachute 50 feet from the fucking ground. I guarantee you somebody would. I'm just saying. Anyway. Anyway. Should we go to our main... Anyway, speaking... And here's somebody...